Straw Hut Media.
I have to like make a muscle and then wave.
I'm doing it.
From Straw Hut Media, this is Brandi Glanville Unfiltered.
Hi guys, welcome to Brandi Glanville Unfiltered. I'm here today with a special co-host, my new favorite human, and he is Australian pop star, gold record international heartthrob, James Maas. Welcome to Brandi Glanville Unfiltered.
Hey, Brandi.
Woo!
I'm so excited to be here.
Can we play your song in the background? Woo woo! Let's do it.
Pay me.
That's why we're working together, because he is the money guy and I'm just, pretty.
You're just the glitz and glam of it
Both
all.
of us. Like we work well together. Blonde, So he's gonna help me shut the fuck up and help me interview people so I can not
I am her gay and she is my hag.
Yes. Nathan, don't be mad.
Oh, Nathan's coming for us.
Yes, oh yeah.
He also has knives for hands.
So today we have LeeAnne Locken on from Real Housewives of Dallas.
I'm so excited. Oh my God, I want her to hurt me.
I mean, she will. She's going to hurt your feelings. I'm going to ask her about what she said about me on Watch What Happens Live. But on Zoom, it's really hard to stay mad at people.
This is true.
Because in person, I feel like we have the chemistry and I could just be like, fuck you.
This is why we can't have nice things, because we abuse them.
Yep, what he said. All right, let's bring her on, see what happens. This is going to be interesting.
Yay.
Welcome to Brandi Glanville Unfiltered with my gorgeous, amazing co-host. We have the lovely LeeAnne Locken from the Real Housewives of Dallas. How are you?
I am fabulous. I'm in Montauk living my best life.
Oh, you moved?
No. I'm literally I'm here for like 2 weeks.
Oh, I was going to say, that's a big, like Dallas to Montauk is a huge, it's different.
Huge difference. Yeah. I had to escape the 108-degree temperatures.
Yeah. How hot is it there?
Not as. I mean, we were outside today and even with the weave, I could let my hair down.
Nice. I'm coming to the Hamptons next week. Did you know? Yeah.
Nice. I don't have any trips planned at the moment. I'm really bummed about it. All you see on Instagram is everybody on vacation. And everybody's out of office reply at least half the week, right?
Because it's August.
Well, yeah, it's like Thursday. Sorry, we don't work Thursday or Friday or like sometimes
or
Wednesday.
Monday.
Yeah, what the hell?
Well, welcome to LA and August. So tell me, what are you doing these days? Now, I know you do a lot of events with Kristen and you do a lot of, what do you call them? When you show up and you're
hosting events?
Yeah, sorry. My brain is dead. We've had 87 Diet Cokes. So what else is going on?
Well, I went back to acting, and I've got a movie coming up that I'm about to film called Sex, Greed, Murder, and Chicken Fried Steak.
Sex, Greed, Murder, and Chicken Fried Steak. I feel like that's one word too many, but I like it.
But you know what? It's Texas. It's based off a Texas oil billionaire who basically got away with murder. He killed his ex-wife's daughter and her boyfriend.
Oh, and then he had some chicken fried steak.
Then he went to jail, and I'm not sure they ever locked him.
And who's your character? Which one are you playing?
I'm playing their neighbor.
Ooh.
The nosy neighbor.
The neighbor always is the one.
Yep.
This is why I don't make friends with my neighbors ever. I moved into a new building and this time I was like, no, not happening again.
Yep.
I don't need that too close to home.
I'm the same. I don't even think I have neighbors where I live. It's no one's ever around. I don't see humans.
Well, it's better that way because once you go home, I mean, no, it's just too. I don't like that whole just stopping by. Makes me feel very uncomfortable.
People should never do that.
No.
That's just wrong.
Ever. It is so rude. That's why we put the Ring doorbell up because it was literally like speakerphone. Yeah, I'm not home right now.
Yes.
Right.
Or at least you get warning so you can be really quiet.
What else is extremely rude is FaceTime calls.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after 10 p.m.
Or first thing in the morning if you're a girl.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. Nobody wants to see me when I'm having coffee.
I don't even answer
I
my
think that's
kids.
a really young people thing. Do your kids do it because
No, because they know I won't answer.
right, my little brother does it to me, and I won't answer, and he's like, "I never get to speak to you." And I said, "Because all you'll do is want to video call me. I
Right.
tell you what to do. Call me on the phone, where I don't need to."
Because then you're just, honestly, for me, I'm just like criticizing my own looks.
Yeah, no,
I'm like, under my chin, this. I'm like, you guys, you just put me in a bad mood. Bye.
yeah, not paying attention to that.
That is so sad, but it's true.
It is.
You get a FaceTime call, and all I can do is look at my little face going, what can I do to, like, where's the angle? Where's the light? You know?
Yeah, picking out every little flaw. It's like, why even have the conversation? It's just
Or you're
like-
holding it up here so you look good and your arm is dying.
Yeah.
Because you've been on the phone for 85 hours. So now tell me, I know we're not doing Housewives anymore in Dallas. Are they going to do one in, what's the other city? Not the big city.
Austin?
Not Austin, but
Houston?
Houston. I heard that there was like kind of rumblings of a Houston. No,
You know what?
gossip?
I think what's going to happen is, you hear rumblings all the time.
Yes.
And until they go to announce it or one of the cast leaks it, there's just absolutely no way to know. I think production, even when we were filming, we've started filming as How to Make It in Dallas. We didn't start filming as Housewives.
Oh.
And then
They
the
saw
night
it.
before we went to our big intro photo shoot and video, that's when they were like, okay, we're going to tell you now you're the Real Housewives of Dallas.
Right. Did you feel like you were the queen bee of that show? Because that's how I kind of felt that you like acted.
I think I was the anchor. I think that my background in television and film and my quick wit, my ambassadorship.
Scariness.
You were the only reason why I watched that show, by the way. Can I just say, like, literally, that was like the one, you were the anchor. I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah.
Like, really, because without you there, it just would be.
Everyone's too nice.
Yeah.
Not that you, I mean, like.
No, but it
You
just.
brought the quirky. You brought I will say, because I'm an asshole too. And I say whatever. And you're like the same. You're like, well, hello, I heard he got his dick sucked around the way.
That was so passive
Oh my
aggressive.
God.
I'm the asshole too.
I have no filter. When we go to Target, my husband's like, Filter Road, you want to check, see if any fit? I'm like,
So do you still talk to the other women?
yeah.
I really liked Brandi and her little, they were like Bib and Bob.
Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie and Brandi.
Bib and Bob.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah.
I really like Brandi. I think only because of her name, but I met her out in LA and she was super sweet and bubbly and like she's tiny. She's the
I
smallest
love
human.
that vibe. It's like two little girls just like being kids.
Super tiny. Yeah. And actually, Brandi texted me from that event and was like, oh, you didn't talk crap about me on Brandi's podcast. Remember?
Oh yeah. And then I also wanted to talk to you about something. You were on Watch What Happens Live.
Mm-hmm.
And you made a very like yucky face and comment about me being with Denise Richards. You're like, ew, like I was so gross.
No. First of all, I'm strictly dickly. So for me, the thought of two vaginas is just two vaginas too many.
Yeah.
Now, if it had been a sword fight with two dicks, I'd have been like, really? Where's the video?
Okay.
So it's just more about the two bumping of them.
I don't know about
bumping.
that. It was years ago, but when like because you had just been on my podcast and I'm like, oh, she's really cool and really pretty. And then you did that and like, fuck her. Like, fuck her. You know what I mean? Because you heard, like, I think we're all a little sensitive.
Turn that down. Turn it off.
No, I can't.
How can you be sensitive after being on Housewives? Please.
Girl, hello. I'm just as sensitive.
You
I
are
really
the sweetest. It's very surprising. You have a really you are very sweet. I'm just
shocking. It's fucking shocking.
no when I have to defend you every hour of every day to other people. I'm just
my
kidding.
God. Jesus. Great.
Just kidding. I say meet her in person. She's the best chick ever, and she shows up and does what is required for TV and is a fucking OG legend at it. And
thanks. I mean, I think LeeAnne's right up there.
It gets, you know what, you and I both, we're very similar people. We go in, we get the job done, and we go home. I don't want to be at a venue filming for 6 hours because nobody wants to say anything.
Right. It's like we know the assignment. Honestly, like, I think we just say what we feel. And I think that TV makes it, for me, it's just like, okay, the cameras are there. It's like, I would say it anyway, but maybe I would take 2 hours to say it. Like, you say it in a nicer way, but these bitches weren't my friends. So I was just like, I don't care. I think your husband's cheating or whatever it is. Like, when you're actually friends with these people, you might take it a lot more softly and be like, I just want to let you know, I care about you. Not like, people don't realize that we're not like, they grab us all from different like groups and put us together. And it's very odd. And a lot of these people aren't our friends.
Well, and you knew that while filming, none of those, even the people I brought on, which was half the cast, none of them were my friend by the time we ended.
Well, I know. And I was sad about the Deandra thing. Are you guys still not friends?
No, because, I found out afterwards, my best friend, Kim Gatlin, who wrote Good Christian Bitches, she told me so much stuff about what Deandra had said and texted her about another reality show that she was working on at the time, like a GCB reality. And Deandra said she would never be on camera with me.
There's so much jealousy. Honestly, it takes all of us to make the show. But when Lisa Vanderpump got Dancing with the Stars, she's like, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see Kyle's face. And I'm like, oh my God. I mean, is this what it is? I thought you guys were friends. It kind of turns you against your cast in a weird way.
It's weird because it becomes like this petty competition. And I've never lived like that with other people. I grew up in pageants. You want to talk about petty competition? Let's go.
Oh, yeah, you're scary.
Yeah, I'd had enough of it.
That is fucking frightening. I forgot that. No wonder.
Texas pageants are brutal.
Ooh, I know. I mean, one of my girlfriends is like the best human on the planet, and she's from pageants, but she's like, beware pageant girls. They will cut a bitch.
They will cut a bitch. You know it. They will.
And you did.
But it seems like it comes from an authentic place, and I couldn't agree more. You guys are very similar, but when you actually do speak up and speak your mind, and it makes it entertaining, but also you can tell when it's forced and it's just to cause drama. Like you see some of the new Housewives series come out and it's their first time around, or returning housewives that have something to prove because they want to stay on. They don't want to let go this time, but it's so kind of
unauthentic, right?
Yeah, and it's like, what are you talking about? This would never be a fight. Like it just wouldn't. Like you're clutching at straws so hard
because you're doing what you think you're supposed to do as a housewife or to get your spot back.
Yeah.
But what they really don't understand, and Bethany said it so well, just be you. If you go on the show and the show becomes your life, you shouldn't be on Housewives. I didn't give a shit that the cameras were around. I was going to continue doing me. I'm still doing me. And that never changes,
Yeah.
You guys are the golden nuggets of that, because it's hard to find people like that because everybody's so aware that they're on a show now. It's not like back in the day when it wasn't such a there's a recipe. People get on these shows, which I'm actually shocked that New York, that I was worried that they were going to, get rid of everyone, bring this new cast on. I was going to be like, nope, but I'm 100% here for it. And I kind of feeling that they should do that on every city. I think it's good casting. I have to agree with you.
Great casting.
So I've just been watching the last couple of episodes. There's only 3 out, but I just started watching them, and I'm not mad at them. It was very hard to get on board because they just changed.
Too much change. It was like,
where is Sonia?
Well, Sonia's there. She's a PR agent.
But
it's not her name anymore.
Oh,
not Sonia. I mean Ramona. It's like she's super unself-aware. But I really think that it's refreshing and nice to watch. And I feel like I was going to not like it. But what would you think? Would you want to just shake it all up and take everyone off and start from scratch?
No, because I think people like Cameron, that was a great character. And she was smart enough to know when you set her up for a funny line. And
I don't even know who that is.
She is a little chihuahua. She's very pretty.
Oh, yeah. The blonde, the Barbie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Barbie.
I mean, I think she created this, and that's really who she is. Like, she was like, if somebody ever said the world is ending, she goes, I would just sit at my house with my kids and my dogs, waiting for my husband to call me and tell me what to do. And I'm like, okay.
I found her so obnoxious at the beginning. I really was just like not buying her vibe, and I I can get with a lot of people, but I was like, come on. It was
She grew. She was a slow grow though. Like
because she
by
let
the
go
end,
of it.
I was like, okay, pink dog food. I'll
That was
get it.
hilarious. Pink dog
But
food.
like you could tell that is like I thought it was an act, and it was super
Everyone
annoying.
did.
And then by the time you figured out it wasn't, it was refreshing.
Yeah.
And then you got canceled.
Didn't it have glitter in it? The pink dog
Well,
food?
listen, Brandi, I wasn't there when they got.
Were you not? What do you mean?
I left. I was gone after season 4, after my wedding.
Oh, right. I remember. I feel like I probably stopped watching it after you left. I mean, because like the
A lot
entire.
of people did. I mean, 250,000 viewers quit watching it after I left.
We all have our favorites that need to be there, but at the same time, I'm down for the shakeup of New York, so I'm a giant hypocrite.
Yes. Who's your favorite on New York right now?
I love Bryn and Aaron and Jenna. I like Bryn is like I just feel like Bryn is me.
That's the freckle. She has the
Yeah,
freckles. Oh,
cute.
yeah. She's got charisma. That girl has something. Like when
Right.
she walks in,
She's
she
a
just
star.
seems like she's rock and roll, ready
Yeah.
to go.
And she's got quick one-liners,
Yeah.
and she's like 4 easy payments of 8. I don't know. I liked it, but so do you miss it? Do you ever feel like
Yeah. I mean, I miss, you know what I miss? I miss the creativity. I miss the over-the-top parties. I miss that pushing myself to create something new. I miss creating professional looks. You know, you miss the fun stuff. I sure as hell don't miss all the,
oh my God, it got it can be very toxic and unhealthy if it gets too personal, and a lot of times it gets really personal. And I think that's kind of what happened with the cast in Dallas. And I mean,
too toxic. Everybody wanted to be a star, but nobody wanted to make sure that this show was still put together and going well.
well, they were all deflecting, so they were talking about everyone else's problems rather than sharing their own, which I thought was what I liked about you is like you shared the fact that you wanted to get married, and this guy didn't want to marry you for a long time, and like you were vulnerable in that way. A lot of people don't. They want to be perfect. My marriage is perfect. My life is perfect, and we all know how that's going these days.
I learned in pageants a long time ago, nobody's perfect, ain't nobody gonna be.
It's the people saying that they're perfect that usually aren't very
Yeah.
perfect. That's why they need to say it.
It's I know, seriously, it's the white picket fence that they go to the PTA. They scare the shit out of me. I will be in my condo, not in the PTA, and like no, those almost Stepford wivey that have the most secrets and skeletons, and it's
Yes.
kind of shocking to me where these women come on these shows and they think they're going to be able to hide shit.
Hide. You can't hide anything. That's what I was like. Listen, just come on. Diarrhea of the mouth. And then boom, it's over. It's
Well,
out.
I mean, Jen Shaw is like kind of a great example because how are you 100% guilty of criminal activity and stealing and doing all this stuff, and then you go on TV? Like, wouldn't you stay as far away from a camera as you possibly could?
Who was it the other day saying if she wasn't on TV, she wouldn't have been
She wouldn't
charged?
have.
But she can't help herself.
Because she was dripping in like Valentine, like each outfit she had on. I know there's a lot of fake shit, but was like $12,000. She's like always like 20 people around her. She was asking to get caught. Like,
Yeah.
it's gross. I mean, it's honestly gross. So what do you think about the ultimate girls trip? Because I think that you would be really good on one.
I think I would love the opportunity to do Ultimate Girls Trip only because for me, when your whole cast is trying to be sweet and kind and cry every time you say something nasty to them, it gets boring. I was really bored on my show. So I'd rather be around housewives who know how to be housewives, who can, push me to challenge my ability for my one-liners, challenge my ability to think.
Yeah, and it's also nice because you all know like the background of where you're coming from, but you're getting to know new people. Like for the most part, like yeah, there are some beefs that we've squashed, but it is a different monster. I'll tell you that. I do think that you would be great on one. It is probably 15 to 18 hours a day. You do not get a break. Like you're drinking and doing a lot of things all day long, and it's the most exhausted you'll probably ever be, because you're like, okay, you just had breakfast, get changed into your swimsuits, we're heading to the beach, now you have a party, then you have a cooking class, and then you have a belly dancing lesson, and then wait, now we're gonna talk before you go to bed, and you're just like, oh Jesus. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I slept in my makeup, and it's 7 days. Like, there's no downtime. Everyone thinks it's like over a couple of weeks. It's literally 7 days.
You film for like 7 days?
That's it. 2 days of travel, and then you're just 7 days, like nonstop.
You're the new cow. They're going to milk you dry.
Right. No, but that's what they do, because of the exhaustion that we're all feeling. It brings out this level of like, we're just exhausted, and we're like, fuck it. Like, we just...
Right. So that's a tactic, you think, is to try and get everyone exhausted so they're a bit emotional.
Exhausted,
a little bit,
drunk, and
that's actually
crazy.
Genius.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Great.
If I'm sure.
That's really the Bravo. If you look at any cast trip, that's really...
Yeah, that's what they do.
Fly you 21 hours, not in a great seat, and then you get there tired, and they're like, okay, we're filming tonight. They're going to have cocktails in your room, no time to eat. The first thing's going to be dinner. Of course, you get 80 drinks before dinner ever even arrives, and usually I piss somebody off, so I got to get up and leave dinner and never take it with me.
Yeah, except if you're on a boat and you can't leave. Like, I was
worst.
stuck.
No way.
I was on a boat. Everyone hated me. I wanted to fucking leave, and I can't swim very well. I can doggy paddle, like, kind of. And I just, like, we were in Amsterdam. I just wanted, like you said, we got off, like, I think we were in Paris for 36 hours. You get off the plane, you're filming. There's no jet lag. There's no anything. And then you're home in 3 days. That's, like, the trips are hard, but the rest of it's like, if you're at a dinner and you don't like the person, you can leave and not talk to them for 3 days.
Right.
It's, but I will say this, nowadays they also give you like little handy cams on the plane and in your bedroom, and well, we had our show phones, but we were all filming with the real phones.
Just in case.
Yeah.
So you can go
we
back
have
and
a lot of
delete
footage.
it.
Let's just say that. So what would be your high and your low of your time on Housewives? Is that good?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
My high was definitely my wedding and getting engaged. My low was the exhaustion of really never, ever being able to make the cast like me as a human. And I think that became just, as a person, I just felt like giving up. It just made me feel sad that no matter what I did, no matter how hard I tried, no matter what, I was never going to be one of their friends.
But I mean, it makes me sad hearing you say that, but you can't please everyone all of the time.
No, but I got to work with these people 3 months out of a year, and then listen to them talk about me on Twitter for the rest of it, and then rewatch the whole thing as somebody else put it together. And it just never ends. It's like my heart just slowly got broken apart, and it was just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, that's what people don't realize, is that your job is actually never done. You shoot it, right? Mm-hmm. And you remember the way you remember it, what actually happened. Then, you go and you're all fine. You go to the reunion. That's hell. Then, or first you watch it back and they cut it up to make a story. And it's not, it's generally not the story you remember.
That would be interesting to see how, like that before and after edit being in you would know. But...
I want to see it now. You have to get a lawyer to see it.
Even what they say about it, like at my wedding, they were like, you disrespected your mom at your wedding, and your mom left the reception early. I'm like, my mom stayed all night long. She danced with the Watch What Crappens people. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm at the reunion.
Oh, that was rough. I mean, watching that in your relationship with her was hard. I felt my heart was tugging for you.
Yeah. Well, it was rough being abandoned as a kid.
I can't even.
Thick skin, both of you. I would not be cut out for that. I just have to be liked. Like, I can't stand it. I would be the most boring character. I would just be like, what do you need me to be?
I feel like that, like, there are those girls, like Stephanie, everyone likes her because she's sweet. And I think the most interesting thing, like, was her relationship with her husband. And, like, I just like that dynamic. But we can't all be LeeAnne and Brandi, which is bizarre to say those two names together because of LeeAnne and Brandi.
Yeah.
So when my ex-husband's married LeeAnne Rimes.
Right.
So when they did Dallas Housewives, they had LeeAnne and Brandi. And so there was always like, I was like, always like, wait, what are you talking about?
Google alerts.
Yeah, I was like, which one? Wait, which LeeAnne and Brandi? But do you get along with Brandi at least?
Yeah. Oh, now Brandi and I DM each other. She's full-time mom with those kids. They're doing cheerleading. They've got a cheerleading camp and then cheerleading training and then competitions. And so she's slammed. And we every now and then we'll go have a glass of wine and just, hug. And, like she texted me the other day about something about sex trafficking. And I was like, why do you think it was so hard for me in Thailand? I mean, and she was like, now I understand how triggered you were. I didn't know before. And I'm like, well, thank you. I appreciate
because
that.
of the circus?
No. I work with sex trafficking, unlikely heroes.
Oh, I don't think I remembered that. I'm sure at the time I was watching it, I knew it, but just my memory right now, it
was just really hard. And, when we were there, Brandi, and I'm not kidding you, when we were there was literally a girl hands tied underneath a table with a hooded cape on. And I have no doubt she was going to be sold that night.
Oh my!
And there was nothing I could do.
Why couldn't you do anything? I would have just been like, come with me. I know that's what I do. I probably end up in jail.
I don't know the laws of Thailand. And being married to a U.S. police officer, I know how much trouble that can get me in.
Shit. Oh my God. I've never been to Thailand. I did watch a documentary, Lady Boys, but like that is scary.
It was heartbreaking, and then you go film the reunion and they're like, you are never allowed to say the word sex trafficking.
What? Really?
Why? Just too hard to hear, or like?
Oh, the vice president came in my dressing room. She did and told me that I couldn't use the word sex trafficking.
Jeez, maybe it's like, that
that is odd.
Well, they can't run ads for children that have been molested either because no one wants to talk about it and it's too hard for people to deal with. So they can't, like all the big organizations.
They're like, if you ever feel like you're in a position, and then they'll put a number.
I'm sorry, but until we expose it and bring light to it, it's never going to end. There are going to be kids. Is it dark and heavy? Yeah. And guess what? Those kids' lives are dark and heavy too.
I feel like it's in every single movie now. Like there's like a container with kids in it that like, I feel like it's getting more and more talked about. That's for damn sure. Thank God.
I'm glad.
Because it's just, but it is cringe,
It does make you feel horrible, but like what LeeAnne was saying, it's so true. Like their lives are that horrible that you just watching it or hearing about it makes you cringe. And I know someone that's on the board of the Abused Children Foundation, one of them, and she was just saying we can't buy ads. We have all the money in the world, but no one will let us run them because they're too hard to watch.
Or they run them super late at night, like when they run the ones with the dogs, and I cry.
The sad thing is nobody wants to see the ad of the 6-month-old little girl whose pelvic was split in half.
Oh my God, LeeAnne. Yeah.
I know. See, well, they're here. Oh my God, we just did it. We're like, no, we don't want to.
But if I don't talk about it, who's going to?
That's so true. I mean, it is really hard to talk about it. It's hard to hear about it, but.
Well, because it is so fucking horrific, disgusting. Though. It's so disgusting and so horrific. And look, there is a point.
Because I got a mental picture.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's that jarring. But everybody knows someone who's been affected by child abuse or like, I mean, in my family, everybody. And that's why it's so common and nobody can show it and talk about it because it's too hard. And that's why people get away with it. Yeah. And, uncle, auntie, whatever.
It's disgusting.
I will tell you this, though. I get more DMs from people around the world, women, saying, watching you for the first time made it easier for me to tell my story, to speak up. And that, you don't heal until you get it out.
Every time I'm in Vegas and I go into like the public restroom and there's a sign that says, if you feel like if you're being held against your will and there's a phone number, I always like, it gets me the chills. It gives me the chills every time. I'm like, wow, this is a fucking thing. I mean, like, I know it's real, but like in my head, it's all in the movies because I don't want to admit that it's real. I mean,
maybe that's why we can watch it in a movie because we're like, oh, that's not real. That's just a movie. Yeah. And it's just... Yeah.
So let's lighten this up because I'm about to cry.
I know. I was just going to say, I got accused a lot of like being too heavy on the show, but I'm a philanthropist. That's what I do. I bring awarenesses to smaller organizations, and
you had a heavy life. Like what? That's what like everyone's like. Well, you're losing your audience. You're too depressed. I'm like, well, my dad's not talking to me, and my dog just fucking died. How? This is me right now. I am depressed. Like, how are you not supposed to be yourself?
Yeah.
And be like, oh, okay, hey, it's great. My life is perfect. I can't be anything other than who I am.
Yeah, there's no faking it. And not only that, but like, I admitted on the show, I deal daily with depression. And I'm not going to lie about that. So if we're filming for 3 months, I can guarantee you there's going to be a couple of days where I'm going to be like,
yeah,
not today.
Speaking of depression, so you're still married?
Of course, Lee.
He just got a divorce. That's why it's depressing.
Okay, so what's the worst part of being married after how many years now?
We've been together for 14, but we've been married for 4.
Okay, so what's the best and worst thing about or any tips you can share on being together with someone for 14 years?
Be crazy like her.
So
they love crazy bitches.
I guess a tip and then the worst thing.
Okay, so I can say this. What we did during COVID that made it work for us was my husband was smart enough to stay away from me and just let me have the rest of the house. He stayed in his man cave. And then,
No, COVID made or broke a lot of relationships.
Staying away and having separate bathrooms and sometimes even separate beds, and then you come together and you're just so happy to see each other.
That's it. You have to miss the other person. Mm-hmm. My mom is like, I refuse to stop working. She goes to the office. She's like, I will fucking, she doesn't say fuck. I say fuck. My dad says fuck. My mom is very proper. She's like, I will murder your father if I have to be home with him every day. And like, that's the secret to a great relationship is not being with them 24/7.
Yeah.
24/7. When people tell me they live and work with their husband, I'm like,
mm-mm.
Some of the best times I ever had was when my husband would go away. He was a movie producer. He would go away to like South Africa for 2 months to shoot. And it was some of the best times we had just on the phone. I was like, I don't even need you here. Some of the best sex I've had is with myself.
Oh, cool. So. Yeah, there you have it. And let's show us. No, I got to heat the pool when Eddie was on a movie set. Like,
I hate that when they don't let you heat the pool. What the fuck?
What? Like, hello, we're living in a 10,000 square foot house and I can't heat my fucking pool?
I hate that shit. Or turning the lights off and I'm like, I like the light on.
My friends go to my pool. They're like, if Eddie felt this pool, he would divorce you right now. I'm like, well, he's not here, isn't he? But so if you could have pick 5 girls you would want to go on the ultimate girls trip with. Let's put this into the universe.
Okay. You tell me, who do you think I'd be good against or for? Or
I mean, I feel like Kim Zolciak would be great on one, and you guys are both really strong. I think you can. Trying to think of each from each.
Can we throw Ramona in just because she's nuts?
They would murder her. She would be dead.
I know Ramona. I'm about to be with Ramona on Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah, no. You can you like Ramona? Like, I had a horrible experience with Ramona. Yeah, okay. Well, you're a stronger person than me because...
Do tell.
I've shared it many a times. Kristen, my bestie, asked me to take Ramona out to dinner in Los Angeles while she was visiting. And I did that. That's all I will say. And
that's a rough one.
It was not okay. And that's about it. She was so horrible to my friends. Oh my God, it's so rude.
Where were the cameras then?
Right?
I'm pretty sure that she's unaware of...
Oh, no, she has zero self-awareness. Yeah. But so you, Kim, who else? Like, we have to think of...
Okay, so should we throw someone in a little, like, we need to let...
Salt Lake City? Yes,
Salt Lake City. Let's put Heather Gay.
No, she just did one.
Oh, okay,
I love her. She gets along with everyone, though.
Yeah. But she's not boring.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she's had enough.
I love
Too much for Heather Gay. We need to take some back. Yeah.
What are the other franchises right now?
Beverly Hills. So I know Lisa. I know most of them on Beverly Hills.
Oh no, she's been on one too. Oh,
yeah, I know. It's hard. Like, we
there.
have to think of the X ones because you can't be on.
Yeah.
So you gotta help us. Come on. So we have you and Kim Zolciak.
Lisa Rinna.
She's really sweet too.
She is.
We get along really well. Like, we're very similar.
I love it.
Just like what? Yeah, I think that people would not. They would expect her to be like mean or something. But when you put people together that when you don't know anyone or have a background with anyone, you're obviously, for the most part, going to like them in the beginning or give them a chance.
Maybe Margaret Josephs.
Oh, she
I
would be
like
good.
her.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's very outspoken too. That's
She's
a good one.
good.
So those are 3. And then let's think, what about Dubai? Oh, Caroline Stansberry. I love her.
I love Caroline
But I
Stanbury.
feel like that's a big personality. So that's 4 big personalities.
Can we get her on more shows? What is she
love
doing at the
her.
moment?
I don't know. She's got her little husband.
He's cute.
Yeah, he's adorable. They're so sweet. But she doesn't put up with shit. I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
she's so cheeky. I love
I
it.
know. So we have what? We have 3
Okay.
blondes and a brunette.
Okay. Can we get
Who else?
on?
What other franchises are there?
OC.
Emily's pretty good on OC. She just kind of like tells it like it is. The brunette.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's grown on me. I know her. I mean, that's the thing too, because I went to the very first BravoCon and the very first World Pride New York. So I know a lot.
Yeah, like I knew some of the girls, don't get me wrong, but I didn't know them. Like, we would be like, oh, hi, how are you? Nice to see you. But like when you're sharing a house with people, you get to know them on a more intimate level.
Yeah.
I think Claudia Jordan, she was so good for me on Atlanta Housewives. Like, she was not scared. I love Claudia. And like, she was a badass. She went up against Nene, and that was hard to do at the time. No one fucked with Nene. And she held her own. And then I don't know why they got rid of her. I love her. I think she's very entertaining. She's been in the business forever.
I've met her several times in Dallas. We've done a couple
Oh,
of
that's
charities.
right. She lives there. Oh my God. So we have 4. We need 1 more. Right? 5 or 6.
What about Kristen?
Kristen just did 1.
Ugh.
And Kristen and LeeAnne are friends already.
I've got to switch over to Peacock so I start watching all the offshoots.
Oh, someone from Miami. Like Alexa. She seems a little like, I like her, but she just doesn't realize.
Alexis Bellini. Let's throw that Christian Jugs chick in. Let's do that. Jesus Jugs. Let's put her in.
Oh my God, that would be crazy. Yes, I'm here for that.
Yes.
Well, Randy, we're going to all. Now, how's your relationship with Andy?
I can't say that I ever really had one. And I don't have his phone number. I don't email. I'm not that. Brandi, I'm never the kind of person.
You're not an ass-kissy kind of person. Me either. And I wish I was.
I wish I was too.
Well, there you have it. Well, I mean, I wish the best for you. It was so nice catching up with you and you meeting my fabulous co-host, James. Well,
I'm AI. I wasn't even here.
he's the AI co-host.
Exactly.
Well, tell the boys I say hello, have fun with Jill, and try and pretend Ramona's not there. Although she is so interesting to watch because she's just like, I love watching her because she just doesn't get it or care.
Yes, totally. She's not, I mean,
Aware.
I've never ever seen anyone like her, actually.
That's exactly how she is in real life.
You know what I heard? I heard she has a new boyfriend here in the Hamptons and that she's really, really happy and that she's showing up everywhere and people are shocked. And I'm like,
I hope so. I hope that I feel like everyone deserves that second chance at love. Including us.
Oh, not yet. Ugh.
All right, LeeAnne. Well, thank you for being here. Have a great time to all the girls I say hi.
I will. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Oh, now I actually have a real
Oh my
co-host.
God, if I could have seen myself. Ooh, I'm so
like your
hairy.
Vanna White.
I hope I was okay. I was trying to shut up a little bit because do you know what's weird about having 3 people here?
It's difficult.
I don't know if I'm supposed to go, oh, yeah, like the subtle
Right.
nuances because I'm like, is that stepping on her audio? Like it still hasn't quite computed in my head yet when I'm allowed to react to
I'm
what
not
you're
used to
saying and not
having
cut her
2
off.
people either.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm
Was
still
that
like,
okay for you?
yeah, I was just like trying to be like,
I was trying to lighten
I
up
would
towards
look
the
at
end
you
of it. Yeah.
so that I was, I'm not used to this either.
You look beautiful now. You say it to me. Yeah.
You look amazing.
Oh my God.
So good.
And then we both turn. Ready? Okay. You look so good.
You look amazing. Oh my God.
That's the intro. Oh my God, I'm so that gay that she just picks up and oh, it's not recording. Oh yeah. I'm so that gay that she just picks up and drops off like a handbag, but like a really
Like
leathery
like
old handbag.
Birkin bag? No. You're like, it's like a bowling ball bag.
Shit. It is what it is,
It
love.
is, exactly. So
You're
guys,
my hag and I am your... And then you make it beep.
yeah.
Oh, I'm allowed to say fag. I'm
You're
a fag.
on that.
I am the fag, and she is my hag.
My eyes. No, make it stop.
Oh my God. See how soon as she left, we were like, ah!
Well, it is difficult with 3 people.
No, but I think we'll get the hang of it because I started to relax a little bit after and realize that, fuck it, I can talk over the damn guests because I'm like, it's your
You have to.
podcast and then I'm only here to interject every now and then. But then I'm like, oh shit, am I going to be on camera just sitting there going,
La, 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 la.
Yeah.
No, I like it because sometimes
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to say next. And I'm like,
Right.
oh, and it gives
I have
me
to
time
watch
to
more
think
Housewives. It's been
of what
years
you're
since
talking
I've
about.
watched.
When you're talking, I'm like, okay, what can I ask her?
Oh,
Next,
right.
you know what
So
I
it gives
mean?
you a beat.
Because I
to
know
think.
her and I've watched all her shows and I
Yeah.
know all about her, but it's hard to
She was quite nice. But
She's
she was
lovely.
so Come on, I wanted to say so much more and be like, listen, bitch, the reason why people don't like you, I could list about 10 reasons.
Yeah.
right off the top
she
of my
was
head.
rough. I mean, it was rough. Like,
She was a nightmare.
it was great TV. I'm sorry.
Yeah, oh, no,
Amazing.
Brilliant. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, she was rough. But like I liked it.
Yeah.
But she had a rough childhood. People don't like remember
That
the circus
freaks
and the
me out
weird
a
mom
bit,
that she
yeah.
could talk to.
No, because it made me feel, that gave her heart. It actually
Yeah.
made you want to, you know how
You
when people say
understand
what's redeemable about
understand
them?
the anger.
Mhm.
Like because there was a lot of anger.
Yeah.
And I think I was just
the
sad.
circus, it's kind of...
I didn't know what she was talking about with the horrible things I don't want to say.
I kind of
So-
remembered. Oh, yeah.
So I
yeah.
thought that was she was talking about the circus.
And you go, like, there's little ads where they hurt the dogs. And I'm like, I totally feel you on that because I always switch the channel with the dogs, but I didn't want to put the two in the same category. Even though
it is hard.
it's
What do
between
you
a child and a
exactly? What do you say to that? It's like there's no proper comeback. So when she said it, we were like
Shit.
cricket.
Did she tell us as if she still loved her husband?
Yeah, she said because he left
She's
her, he
lying.
leaves her alone.
I'm just
Right,
kidding.
14 years is
Who
too
can
long.
love each other after 14
Yeah,
years?
they like each
It's
other.
an agreement.
They're gonna push each other's wheelchairs. That's like the plan. That's what my parents. Yeah.
Wheelchairs? Oh.
Well, down the road,
Hmm.
I know this because I was in the ER when my arm swelled up to like nowhere, and there was a man who had an oxygen tank, and his wife was changing it out for him, and I started to cry because who's going to change mine?
We'll pay someone because we've made a lot of money. And do you know what? They're going to be hot and young and they're going to wear a thong.
Servant
A
will
thong.
do it. Perfect.
We will look through the catalogue and we'll pick
Right,
someone
okay.
out and they'll be there to do
Well,
it.
like a hot Brazilian. Oh.
Dr. Weisberg.
Oh, right. So yeah, I mean that was a nice little catch up.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised and there was a lot that she was very... I really backed myself into a corner there. I was like, wait, what do I like about her again? There was a lot of redeeming qualities about her, even though we think she's a little...
And cut.
Okay, sorry. Okay,
No.
so you go again.
No, that was it.
Oh, what? I need a chance to redeem myself now, or else everyone's going to want me
Next time.
Yeah. I love that she had that circus background. That was really interesting. Oh my God, she's so circus chic. I love it. Dallas
Sorry.
meets circus.
I know she really, and her outfits were really circusy too.
Yeah.
I like
Actually,
that.
she looked really pretty. Just
Yeah,
saying.
she's gorgeous.
Whoever does
She's
her
a really
skin,
beautiful,
call me.
lady.
Sorry. Oh, we don't. Okay. You'll cut something together.
No, it was gonna make us
intro.
look exactly as horrible.
Oh,
as
what? No, we have
That's what
reputations.
Ryan does to me.
Oh, he's just in it for the cash. He's like, oh, this will get some clicks. Hang them out to dry. Hang them out. Oh my God. I look like I'm like George Hamilton or someone that like has a hairy chest, like in Palm Springs with their hairy chest out.
Right? Well, you like your chest out.
Yeah, but I want to clipper it off. It's just that my clippers keep dying every time I go to...
And where's the charger?
Yes, and every time that you go to use them, it's dead because it's been sitting there. But
And
then you
there's-
plug it in, it takes hours. By that stage, it's grown another couple of inches.
No,
and you
but
just,
it's a weird charger. None of my chargers fit. I mean, I don't clipper.
I just buy a new one on Amazon each time.
But it's a weird one.
No, that's the 2-hole one you're talking about, and that
Yeah, that's the
is
one.
from
for the
somewhere
nose
that
trimmer.
doesn't even exist. Those
It
plugs
doesn't
don't exist, and I don't care who.
Oh my God! Thank
Yes,
God,
they
because
do
I've
not
been looking
exist.
everywhere. And this is from Manscaped. Your nose trimmer. We need a fucking plug.
Wait, do you have Manscaped on this
Yes, they
podcast?
sent me all the stuff because I have men.
I use
Men.
Manscaped.
Men, I have two, a 20-year-old and a 16-year-old. They're hairy.
Exactly, and I like the ball spray.
And I stole the nose trimmer, and then now I can't charge it. I'm very upset because of the charger.
You don't clip it down there, though, do you?
Listen,
do you?
you're going to have to
Oh.
wait and see when we go
I'm
to
going to
San
do
Diego.
it for you.
Manscaped. We might have a
Oh my
clipper.
God.
Okay.
Shit. it. Oh my God, that's a nose one. Exactly what I needed.
The nose one. This is mine.
Nose one.
Yes.
Okay. I wanted it. Oh, wait, I need
you
more.
shall receive. Can you believe that just happened? I swear this was not planned. That is crazy.
This will get those hard to reach
Now
places.
it really is the best.
You know I have problems down there already.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, no, I need one that does the body. So body.
Oh my God. Ryan keeps all
Although
of
you
the
might
stuff
need to
that
keep
people
them
send
just
me.
in case you need them on the show to like talk about.
He just
Thank
takes
you.
it. He takes all of my stuff and he opens things.
Oh
for
shit,
me.
this is the exact pack that I usually get, but I
That's what my
pay
kids
for.
love. Yay!
Yay! Okay, I'm happy to stay for one more guest.
Okay.
Do you want shirts?
Yes, you know what? It's cash. Kristen's son took my shirt.
I never
because
wear this though.
Yeah, you will. The kids think they're cool.
Medium? Who thinks I'm a medium? I'm a large.
Thanks for listening to Brandi Glanville Unfiltered. Download new episodes every week, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And be sure to leave us a rating and review. And while you're at it, check out some of the other great shows available on Straw Hut Media.